Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, should you be watching? Because according to Reddit, some of you do. Welcome to another StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm beta cast. I am Madals, and today we are looking at a we are looking at a TVZ. Get the right races. This is going off to a good start, I feel. Like, I'm tempted just to like rewind and be like, yes, let's go again. But alas, I've committed to it now, and I'm going to boldly go forward and smudge over the slide incident where I thought there might have been a Protoss in the game by just continuing to talk. And hopefully you'll all forget about it, because these two players will definitely clear your mind of any doubt this is going to be awesome. Because in the top right, as the red Terran player playing for Madals Esports, we do have HeroMarine. And now his opponent in the lower left, the blue Zerg, the Scottish prodigy indeed, it is JonnyREcco. So, TVZ, Heart of the Swarm, can be summarized in quite probably a couple of words. One, early game is exactly the same. For Zerg, hatch, then pull. For a Terran, they have some different options, to be fair. On the one hand, they could say, you know what, I'm going to get my command center down early. I'm going to get my gas down early. And it looks like, oh my goodness, it's a proxy racks. It's a proxy racks, which is still just a great opening. And with the gas as well, and the proxy racks, remember, gas, proxy racks, that means Reapers. And you know what is really not fun as a Zerg player before you have queens out? You know that, it's Reapers. They're really unfun. They're anti-fun. They actually make you cry. And the thing I was going to go on to say is, currently, in the metagame, the follow-up in mid-game for Terran is to go mech. But there's a very specific mech thing that meching Terrans can do. And that is to go for Hellbat drops. And I know that JonnyREcco is not a fan of Hellbat drops. Actually, I know that pretty much everyone who doesn't play Terran isn't a fan of Hellbat drops. So they are obviously very fun, and the follow-up to those is, of course, just a full-on mech army. Tanks, Thors, Hellbats, Hellions, Widow Mines. Just general shenanigans and fun. But the Reaper, it's on its way. And can I point out, this is currently JonnyREcco's vision. He's like, you haven't expanded, that's to be expected. You've got a little SCV wandering around. Okay, this SCV is being a bit too fun. Are you going to build a bunker? You better not. I'm pulling some extra drones just to be safe. Okay, you're going away. This is fine. Oh my, no. Oh. And this is the moment when you're just like, damn it. This is really irritating. The bunker is getting built. The Reaper is here. So I'll build Spine Crawlers, because Spine Crawlers are good against this. And Reapers are not going to kill my Spine Crawlers. That is fine. And this is going to get shut down now. I can deal with this. But still, frustrating. And you've got another Reaper on the way, most likely. How quickly the Reaper got here. It was almost certainly going to be a proxy racks. But the Zerglings, they are putting an end to this. They're just being like, no. Oh, don't jump up, Reapers. You've got to be very careful. There's Zerglings there. Okay. This is fine. Two Reapers are going to start harassing, but we've got yet more Zerglings out. We have got these Spine Crawlers. One of them is going to finish. One got cancelled, but it's about to finish. Oh, another drone gets taken out. This is getting pretty tough. Behind this, factory coming out. A command center on its way. These Reapers coming back in. They've already killed 2 workers, and they are still surviving. And they are so fast. Look at them. Look at this stutter step micro. It is just beautiful. And if you take a couple of hits or two, do you know what? It doesn't matter, because you just run out, you use your combat drugs, and you just repair all the way back up, or heal all the way up, whatever you want to say. And there we go. Look at how quickly these Reapers are healing. And Reco now, he is losing a lot of units. He's being forced to make a lot of Zerglings. More Reapers are joining into the mix. 1 Reaper's annoying, 2 is frustrating, and 3 makes you want to flip the table and break your keyboard, QXE style. So, what we've got coming down here now is just a constant assault from these Reapers. They are microing like mad. Reco is doing his best to try and get a surround on them, because if you actually pin them still, they're not going to have too much fun. The natural, that's fine. It's got a Spine Crawler. The main, though, it doesn't. The Queen, though, will spell the end of this. No more Reapers. You have had your fun. Leave. Leave this party. Run away. Now, Johnny, I know you can't hear me, but don't worry. There's only Widow Mines following this up. I know they're pretty strong and pretty frustrating, but don't worry. It's only Widow Mines. And what we've got to do is... These Reapers are still going. My goodness, there's more Reapers in production. Oh my goodness, this This is frustrating, but this is quite an amusing game. I'm having a great deal of fun casting this, so I hope you're all enjoying watching this. So, let's recap so far. We have had 4 workers killed. We've had quite a lot of losses on Rico's side. And these Reapers are just never-ending. Speed is now out though, and that means that finally it should spell the end of Reaper harassment. Once the speedlings are out, patrolling up on this cliff, there should be no way that they are going to have any more of a party. Defensive Widow Mines coming down is a good choice. A 3rd command center on its way, because you might as well just keep going for that. The double factory is producing a lot of Widow Mines and not much else. Now more Widow Mines, the reactor coming down as well. If this just goes to a mass Widow Mine play, I think HeroMarine might actually become my hero, because it would just be beautiful. But Rico, is he predicting it? He's getting out that Spore Crawler. What did he see? No, he's seen the Widow Mine here. It hit the Overlord. That's what gave it away. Ooh, clever. Clever, clever, clever. Building them Spore Crawlers around, but be careful in the main. You need one there as well. There we go. So, we're looking okay. The Reapers, all 4 of them, are going to hold the Watchtower, because you need that many. The barracks, rather, just floating, just chilling, just having a nice leisurely cruise. He's done his job. He made some Reapers, and they really wobble a lot. Like, have you ever noticed just how much a barracks wobbles? That is quite frustrating. But now he's going to go and scout. Meanwhile, the tech lab is coming down on the other factory. We've got Hellions coming out. We have got probably going to see Blue Flame, more factories, the armory as well. Hellbats are looking pretty likely at the moment, and that is going to be stressful, but luckily with the Spore Crawlers down, the Widow Mines can't be a threat. The Reapers, though, coming back up, and the Zerglings no longer in patrol command. And these Reapers are just going to start chipping away even more. And these Reapers are being very, very cost effective. 718 resources lost for the Zerg compared to 175 for the Terran. That is cost effective. Nearly as cost effective as Swarm Hosts can be, but it's not quite. Of course, Swarm Hosts infinitely cost effective, which is always good. But this Barrett is getting all the scouting information, seeing that there's no lair at the main, that there's one coming down in the natural. Meanwhile, we have tanks coming out. We don't see Blue Flame yet. The armory is here, that means Hellbats can be morphed. We've got defensive Widow Mines at the moment, but for the time being, JonnyREcco seems to be stabilizing. He's taken the worker lead at last, but there are 3 mules out at a time. There's 3 orbital commands, and with that fact, the Terran player has got a good economy. There's no ifs or buts about it. They just have a good economy and you're going to struggle. But now we see Overseers morphing. We have +1 vehicle weapons coming down at the moment for HeroMarine. The Spire, though, is on its way out for JonnyREcco. And that Spire is going to be a good choice. There's no Thors yet, just a lot of tanks. But the Widow Mines are going to be the concern, because they do some nice splash. If the Mutas do clump up, it could run into some problems. But alone, the Widow Mines won't be able to put an end to a big Muta engagement. So that is something that Rico could do potentially to get back into this game. He's doing well currently. He's going to clean out that Reaper. That is good times. Lots of these Reapers are now dying. There's only 2 remaining. One there, one at the 3rd, just happily picking away at it, being like, I'm going to shoot it with my tiny little gun, which I feel sorry for the Reapers, to be honest, because they just got to go really fast. But in Wings of Liberty, they had a really good pistol. It's like going from Halo 1 to Halo 2. That is literally what it was like. Their pistol was just one-shotting everyone to death, and then they came back in the expansion and they're just like, what? What have you done to it? Is this firing like foam darts or something? It just doesn't work. It's ridiculous. But anyway, here's the tanks on a good defensive position. They're going to be hard to take out. Cloud Kingdom is a really good map to get these tanks positioned up on the cliff to defend your expansions. But of course, it's a 3-base Terran against a currently 2-base Zerg. And with the Baning Nest coming down, with the Mutas coming out, with the +1 ground armor, are we going to see JonnyREcco swing this into his favor? Work count-wise, 61 SCVs to 50. 50 drones. That means that HeroMarine is a good 13 or 11 now ahead, and he's got the 3 mules, and he's ahead in supply. So this is looking fairly good for him at the moment. He's also got 2 Thors. That may spell the end for this Muta play. If we look at the vision for HeroMarine, he doesn't know that that's out. He's just doing it as part of his normal mech army. He's also got +1 vehicle weapons complete. Now only Zergling speed research at the moment for Rico. In come the Mutas. They need to be careful. They need to be ever so careful not to clump up. Magic boxing the Thors to death. Can they do enough damage? The SCV's getting pulled to try and heal up the Thors. Will they get there in time? That is the important question. It's so close, but the Thor is getting healed just enough, and that means that for the time being, it's still 100% cost effective. And looking at that, 3 times more resources lost for REcco compared to HeroMarine at the moment. So things are definitely looking up for our Terran player right now. REcco, though, I've got faith in you. The winner of I-46, I think you can do this. I think you can bring it back from the jaws of defeat. You're sending your speedlings out, you're taking a 4th base. This is exactly what you need to do to get back in this game. You've got your hive coming down. Are we going to see ultras? We may do. Are we going to see vipers? Possible as well. Some good abducts could really change things up. So, let's recap what we've seen so far. We have seen Reapers come in and deal a huge amount of harassment. They didn't kill that many workers. Only 4. And I've just sneezed, and that was really... I'm sorry if that was loud, but my goodness, it was like pepper up my nose. But yeah, Reapers came in, killed 4 workers, but forced a lot of speedlings. That means REcco is very low on his drone count, only just hitting 70 now. That also gave time for HeroMarine to get up this massive mech army. REcco's response, I'm going to go Muta. I'll deal with those Hellbats and tanks, but then Thors came out, put an end to it, and as such, we see HeroMarine just under 80 supply ahead. That is pretty massive. But REcco, he's got his 4th base up now. He's got his hive just about to finish, and he's getting out the +1 ground attack and +2 ground armor. Are we going to be seeing ultras? Are we going to be seeing some vipers? It's possible. Time will tell. Baneling speed is coming down, but 2 additional command centers on their way for HeroMarine. He is going to be expanding. He is going to have so many mules. The Ultra Cavern now in production. It's going to be some Ultralisks here in this mech army. But still, the 80 supply advantage remains. That is nothing to shy away from. A 200 of 200 mech force is nigh on unstoppable. And therefore, JonnyREcco is going to have such an amazing engagement. HeroMarine, he's wandering across the map now. He's like, I know where I'm going. The Mutas valiantly charging forward. Unfortunately, they all die. And look at that, that one died so impressively, just like literally splitting in half in midair. I do love the new physics engine in the Heart of the Swarm, but now this 4th base for REcco is looking to be in a bit of problems. He's expanding to his 5th as well, though. That's a good move, but the tanks coming in. The speedlings, are they going to be able to do any damage up here? There is tanks defending on the high ground. There's Widow Mines there as well. They could potentially do some damage. The Widow Mine gets a hit, but deals damage to the SCVs as well. Now we see Thors trying to do as much damage as they can. This 4th base is gone. The Zerglings at the 3rd cleaned up, and HeroMarine is still moving forward. We have 9 Ultras on their way out. Yep, 9, but can they get there in time? They are still a good, like, 25 seconds away. And that in itself would seem like an eternity to REcco right now. The Hellbats shredding everything at this 3rd base. The tanks sieged up in such a good position. JonnyREcco, if he crushes this force, he'll have a brief opportunity for a counterattack as long as he has a decent number of units remaining. But it's going to be tough. He's transferring the drones up to this 5th base, which is now his 3rd. But still, we see the mech force advancing. The Ultras coming out. This engagement is going to have to be so perfect. But REcco pulling back. He doesn't feel it. He needs to get this absolutely ace. The Ultras moving in now. They are at the 1-2 upgrades compared to 2-0. The Ultras dying though. So many Thors there. And I think HeroMarine is going to take it. Indeed he will now. JonnyREcco, will he GG out? Will he rage quit? That is the question. He must be annoyed after that proxy reef opening. He must be annoyed at just how strong this push was. And JonnyREcco clearly not happy. So, HeroMarine, congrats to him, showing us an ace display of just how high the harassment potential is with Terran at the moment, and didn't even have to use Hellbats. So, I hope everyone enjoyed. Please like the video, leave a cool comment, and of course subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch each and every one of you tomorrow for yet another new cast. Bye for now.